Hey guys, what is going on? Landhacking here. I've been getting a couple questions to see a build video, so this will be the first video that I'm gonna be making. It's gonna be the PvP build. I like it. There's a good amount of survivability with mixed with damage. So first of all, when I'm running PvP, I do want to get a PvP set, but right now I'm just running the my armor that I would usually use, which is a 4-piece of Night Mother and a 5-piece of Hunting's Rage. And on my daggers, I have cold and fire damage, so that's pretty cool. And under my character, I run 5 magicka, 10 health, 34 stam. And on my bar for PvP, I run blood craze, rapid strikes, flying blade, blazing shield, and explosive charge. Always have a charge on your bar if you're gonna be PvPing. It just makes life a lot easier. And on my second bar, I have my ranged weapon, which is my bow. I always like to carry around a ranged weapon. It's more of a buff second bar, but it works out for a good amount of damage. Also, I have venom arrow, flying blade. I tried out putting all of my range abilities on this bar, not having any range on this bar, but I didn't really like that, so I still got to move that off. I probably put binding javelin there instead. I found out that expert hunter doesn't work if you're it only works on the bar that you cast it on, so it's kind of like mage light. So we're gonna need to find another space for that. I have circle protection. That's always real nice for the extra armor, and if you're fighting a vampire. Whew. And of course I have snipe, which I morphed into lethal arrow. On this bar, I'm running Solar Disturbance, which is the morph of sorry, it's a morph of Nova, Solar Nova, which I don't usually use that a lot, because I'm usually using Flawless Dawnbreaker just because it does a good amount of damage, and it also gives you a 12% increase to weapon damage. Alright, so let's go back to my armor. That's not my armor. Inventory. All my stuff has, except for my weapons, of course, has divines on it, which increases my crit chance because I'm running the thief at the moment. So if we come over here, we can see that I have a weapon critical of 61.9. So I have a better chance to crit than actually just normally hit. My weapon damage is soft capped at 220, and I don't have a lot of armor, but you know, someone gave me igneous weapons, so my weapon damage is a bit high. Can I get rid of that? There we go. So 215. I don't think does primary stats increase it. I don't know. My max. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I forgot about enchants. So right now I'm running all health because I was running full stam on my enchants, but I just did not have enough health. I was dying to almost everything. So now I'm running all health, as you can see. My these are just kind of crappy rings. I don't have a ring set or neck set, which is kind of bad, but they work for me. I have 14 stamina recovery and 68 max stam, 11 weapon damage, which I want to get the second ring of the weapon I want to get the second ring of this, but I've only been in the Crypto Hearts once. But you know, it's pretty cool. And then I have the Band of Bone Cracking, which increases bash damage, but I didn't really take it for that. I took it for the stamina, since my other one, it was Magicka recovery by like 7, and then max stamina by like 58. It was pre-vet rank, so it was super bad. Always when I'm in PvP, I'm running consummate sweet rolls. It's almost a must at veteran rank 5 and above, because it will increase all of your stats by 257 for 2 hours, and that lasts through death. So it's really, really good. If you do want to know my style, I'm Nordic right now. I think all of my stuff is Nordic. And you can see the Great Architect Tabard. If I didn't have my weapons out, can I put them out? There we go. Great Architect Tabard is pretty cool. I really like it. I think it's becoming pink in October, which is going to be like in a day. But it's pretty cool. And then on my quick slot bars, This really doesn't change much. I have some weapon power there, which I only use for trials, which I haven't been in a trial in a while. I just haven't been playing much. But then I have my three main pots down here, so I could just switch up easily if I'm in a battle. Which I know I should have the add-on where it like makes it so if you press F1, you'll take a pot that you want, and F2 will take another pot. But I'm set in my ways. I don't want to get into all that stuff. So in my passives, I have Spear Wall, Burning Light, and Balanced Warrior. They're all maxed out under Dawn's Wrath, Enduring Rays. Well, if you're gonna be using the builds I run, you're probably not gonna need these. About a month ago, when I first started this build, I had I had Reflected Light and Dark Flare on my bar. So I maxed all these out. I probably should reset my skills and work on this, but I still have some skill points left, and they're left over. So you know, reducibility. I should probably get this actually while I'm here. There you go. Now I only have 2 skill points. Restoring Light. I only have Master Ritualist. Wow, that did not come out well. But yeah, I have that. I have Cleansing Ritual, which I only got for 1 Delve and Craglorn, which we needed. I probably should get Rush Ceremony, but I'm not using any heals at the moment. Under my dual wield, I have everything morphed and maxed out. I try to use Ember Explosion for PvP, which helps so they'll have a 40% chance to miss, but it just didn't integrate well, and I just lost a lot of damage when I put it over Flying Blade, which is actually, surprisingly, it's one of my biggest, it's one of my most dealing damage, just instant damage. Blood Craze will do more damage than it, but it's over time. And then this is again over time for 6 seconds. So this will do, like, it's a good amount of burst damage, and it has a relatively low amount of cost. 170 stamina. This one has 201, and this one's actually very, very low at 77. So as you can see, everything is maxed out. Because if you don't have it maxed out, well, you should always have all your passive abilities maxed out, unless there's something stupid like Hasty Retreat. But over here, again, everything is morphed, and everything is maxed out except Hasty Retreat. So, let me go into my armor, and of course, medium armor is maxed out as well. Heavy armor, I don't even have a movable, I don't use it. I find that this blazing shield works a lot better than it. It's good for the immunity to knockback, but I usually can withstand it, and you can only get hit by 1 knockback every 6 seconds, which this lasts 8 seconds. So if I get hit with a knockback, it's only minusing 2 seconds off of it. Soul Magic, Soul Summons, and Soul Lock, of course. And the guild, we have all these. The only one I don't have is Bounty Hunter, and the Mage's Guild, the only one I have is Persuasive Will. I was using Mage Light, you might have seen that in around episode 25 to 30 of some PvP vids, but I'm not using that anymore. Was using Scalding Rune in my PvE rotation, not anymore, and same with Ice Comment. So under Undaunted, I actually don't use anything in Undaunted, and a lot of people might think that's stupid. I also have a very, very low Undaunted rank. I didn't do any of the dungeons coming up, so yeah. Under Alliance War, I have a little bit of these. I want to max all of these out in the Alliance War, but I'm just not there yet. I'm about to hit 6, as you can see. Under my racials, I have all of these maxed out. They're pretty cool. I like them. The cold resistance and max health is also awesome when I'm fighting, say, the Frost Atronachs at the beginning of AA. It helps a lot. Crafting, alchemy I'm not doing, blacksmithing I'm 42. I find that you don't need to go over 40, because once you go up to 9, there's no more stuff that you can make. So you don't need to go up to 45 or 50 because you won't get any more skill ups. That goes for all the professions except for enchanting. So I just stopped at 40 and now I'm just vendoring everything. I only got one keen eye for this because I'm not really using ore anymore and I have like 500 stacks in my bank. So that's working out pretty good. Again, 42. One keen eye and cloth. I only got cloth for selling. So not everything's maxed out. That is one reason to go up a little bit higher. You want to get everything maxed out. As you can see, that one's also not maxed out, which it would be very good to reduce the research time by 20%. But you know, enchanting, very hard to level. I've tried. I kind of just gave up on it. Provisioning, I tried it, but eh. And then woodworking, not quite there yet, but I don't usually use it anymore because I leveled that up when my bow was my main. So I will be right back to see my PvE build. Alright guys, welcome back. This should be the same video. I'm not sure if I'll split it into 2 parts though, because I'm not going to go over my entire armor and my skills again. But this is my PvE build, sorry, not PvP. So let's get into the skills. Blood Craze and Rapid Strike, same as the PvP, but then it gets a little different with Whirling Blades. I know a lot of people like to run the opposite morph, I can't remember what it's called, but it makes it so it just goes longer. Like, I think it's 10 meters instead of just 5, but it costs a lot of stamina. And if you go Whirling Blades, the stamina, it restores stamina with each target hit. So if you hit like all 5 targets, you restore more stamina than it actually cost. Puncturing Sweep restores health, and it knocks the target back and does 40% of the damage to everyone around it, I think. It's a frontal attack. And then we have Spear Shards. Now, this one I'm kind of trying to work into my rotation, and it's a lot of Magicka at 323, but it also helps the group members around me by restoring their stamina. And once I get it morphed, because I just started using it, once I get it morphed, it'll also restore Magicka over time. If you watch my, what are they called? My Dragon Star Arena from the PTS, you'll know that I used this ability to help Defa with stamina. So on my bow bar, it's a bit more damaging because usually during trash pulls, my bow has a bit more AoE. So I'll usually use my bow during trash pulls in dungeons and trials. So Venom Arrow, sorry, is a must-have. You gotta have Venom Arrow if you're using the bow. If you don't, if you went with the what is it called? The kill, like the execute ability, then I guess that's good. But Venom Arrow, it interrupts, which is needed in dungeons and trials. Acid Spray, I used to run Bombard, but the extra damage is really nice. Scorched Earth, the other one, not nearly as good. I think I can't remember what it's called, but it just increases the radius of the effect. Circle Protection, still using that, and of course, Lethal Arrow. I'll always start with that, Lethal Arrow. I'll start from stealth, it doesn't matter if it's a boss or just a normal mob. But I think that's everything. Same thing with the potions. I think that's all. If you want to see these builds in action, you can just go watch my other videos. And I hope if there's anything else you guys need, just put it in the comments. If I miss anything, this is my first time ever doing a build video, so I'm not very good at all this. So thank you all for watching. I've been Lundaki, and you've been my viewers, and I'll see you all next time.